strange days, as is evidenced by the stuff that you are going to create in Photoshop. Today, you're going to combine a minimum of 10 images into one image. You're going to do this 3 times though, so you're going to be turning in 3 final images. But each one is going to have at least 10 images combined into one image. You're going to start with a background image, and then you're going to add layers on top of that of a variety of different photos. Now, we did something similar to this in the collage project, but what we're doing this time is we're going to be removing the background. It's going to look totally photoshopped, but it's baby steps in the right direction. So let's go ahead and get started here. So I'm looking at my Photoshop document, which is blank. Um, Again, if you want to zero out your artboard, your workspace, Command 0 is going to zoom in for you. You could also use this zoom tool where you click and drag. Okay, that helps you zoom in and out. Another feature is just by pressing and holding Option and then scrubbing on the mouse. That allows you to zoom in and out. But Command 0 is always going to get you back to ground zero right there. You need to also have Google open. And again, I'd recommend not having it fully expanded. So if you enter full screen mode, I would definitely not have it on there. It's going to make it harder to do if you do. So this way I can put this window in front of Photoshop and I can just drag my images in. You're going to start with the background image. And so in this case, I just wanted to find some mountains. So I did a mountainscape, and that's what I searched for. Tools, you want to make sure that it's large, just because you want it to return large images. And then you find your image that you want to use. I'm going to scroll through and just find one, mountainscape. Interesting, lots of interesting things there. Sure. How about, I thought I saw one up there that was fairly cool. Let's go with this one right here. It's got watermarks on it. I don't really want to do that for this. So it looks like a painting. Yeah, you never really know what you're going to get. Here we go. We can do something fun in the valley. So click on that, drag that in, and maybe zoom out just a little bit. I am going to use the move tool. So if the artboard tool is showing like it is, if you long press on it, you can find your move tool. That's that first tool up there. And then you can reposition it. So I might do something just like that. And that is going to be my background layer. So now what I'm going to do is start adding images to this that are going to make this a very strange composition. So what I might look for, something that might not necessarily be found out in that area, or it might be, I don't know. How about one of those cargo ships? Let's do that. Cargo ship. Find it. In images, again, tools. Let's go ahead and make it size large. Just makes it easier to work with. And let's go ahead and drag that in. Okay, resizing it, just like we did in the previous assignment. I'm going to kind of line it up a little bit. Now, I mean, I could just leave it like this, but it's going to look a little bit funky because it looks literally like there are 2 different photos combined here, right? And the goal is to get closer and closer to have one cohesive design, and you're definitely going to get there. But one of the easiest ways to do that is by removing the background. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on Remove Background, and there it is. Easy as that. Now, Photoshop is going to do that automatically, and if I zoom in, I mean, you can begin to see all the pixels and everything that are showing up, but it did a pretty good job of removing the pixels that I didn't want, and kind of ends up being something that I imagined it would look like, right? So at this point, I could maybe shrink it down a little bit just to make it even more interesting. because the scale is off, right? In our minds, we know that these shipping containers are huge. Or maybe I just want to put it like full size right there. I think I'll leave it like that just because it makes it look a little bit odd. All right, then I'll go back and maybe I'll find a fighter jet. And this one's already flying, so I know that's going to be easy to remove the background of because there's really not much contrast. I mean, there's a lot of contrast, I should say, but the background, the less busy the background is, the easier it is for Photoshop to remove an image from its background. So click on that, done. All right, now we got fighter jet, and we'll make it flying low. We'll make it like it's going up too. There we go. And I would just continue doing this until I blended 10 images together, just like that. And once I've done that, then I can save it as a JPEG for submission. Make sure you save it to your digital art folder and then create another one and then another one. So you're going to create 3 final images done in this same way.